It's Amos Lee time.
Amos Lee.
Amos Lee time.
If he needs to come up to stage and say, "I'm famously Amos Lee" or something like that.
I bet he has at least once. He's so quiet.
Be a good
Like,
pickup line too.
Yeah, even with like his success, like he's still, I don't know if he just chooses to just kind of stay low key, or if he just is making enough money and he doesn't want to get bigger, or what's going on. But even when he's on stage, he's still like super quiet. If you look at any interviews with him, he is so shy. And that's one of the things that I really like about Amos Lee. And he used to be a school teacher, and like his big break was he got to open for Willie Nelson. And the news article that I read at the time was like Amos Lee opening for Willie Nelson, armed with only his guitar. And I was like, well, that's what I do. Like, so are you supposed to do it another way? Like, you just do it. And a lot of the solo acoustic artists here in Wichita know Amos Lee because we're all like, ooh, like, ooh.
Doing what we're doing. We got hope. We can make it, Amos.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
He is a sweet dude. One more story. The first concert or show that I traveled out of town to go see in Kansas City, which I hadn't been to Kansas City, and I probably shouldn't have been there. Really. I got into a little trouble that night, but I went to go see Amos Lee. And it was just like it was a kind of big venue. It wasn't like huge, but it was big, and there weren't a whole lot of people, maybe like 80, 90 people, something like that. And it was just so intimate and so beautiful. And the reason why I like him is because he's just so super chill. And he's a storyteller. All of his songs are stories. So he's almost folk, but it's a different sound than folk, and it's not R&B and it's not blues. It's just him, which brings me to the first song that I just decided to do just now. So number one, if you want to know about Amos Lee and if you want to fall in love with him immediately, you're going to want to hear the song Arms of a Woman. And that song, even if you are just completely just like sick of love, just reminds you of the comfort, Josh, that reminds you of the comfort that comes when you're in somebody's arms. And he starts it with this really sweet, sultry melody. And then he just breaks out with, I am at ease in the arms of a woman. And that's the song. That's like the whole song. It's not really about anything. You could even think about your mother when you're thinking about it. Just having just a comfortable moment with somebody. So that pretty much embodies what he tries to portray in all of his songs, is a level of comfort for everybody. So that's my number one, Arms of a Woman. And that's off of his self-titled first album, Amos Lee. And that's the first time I ever heard him. And I wore that CD out. Like, it doesn't even work anymore. Number two.
When did he come out? I'm just trying to put a time frame on when. So,
I don't know.
You don't, what album was that? You don't have a date on that album?
No,
okay.
I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. Y'all got the internet. Look it up.
Coach's album, I think.
Yeah, I went to the show in like 2020 or 2000 and oh god, Jesus, I can't believe 2002, 2003.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have my oldest son, so he would have been like 5. So 2006 or 2007.
Yeah.
Around there. It's around there.
2003 is when he sent a 4-song demo in to just get started. 2005 was basically his first tour.
Okay, so yeah, so it would have been about 2005, 2006. I'm going to start asking y'all just random ass questions in the middle of y'all shit.
Hey,
number 2.
I didn't do this.
I'm glad I get my picks at everybody.
Keep Coach out of it.
Number 2 is going to be off of the album Supply and Demand
from 2006.
Huh? What? What?
I said from 2006. Sorry, I'm just being mean.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so it's from the Supply and Demand album, and it is called Freedom. And the reason why I like Freedom is it's not necessarily a political song, but it's politically based, and it's talking about how everybody's always trying to like beat each other down, and none of that helps at all.
Yeah.
And it's one of his faster songs, and it's not really it's not romantic, but it really does make a point that we really just can't get anything done until we really figure out how to work with each other and our differences. And uh one of the lyrics that I wrote down is freedom is seldom found by beating someone to the ground. Tell them how everything is going to be now. Like you can't get it that way. Uh of course you have your rebellion and your slaughters and whatnot, but we don't need to do all that. We just talk about it.
Yeah. Just listen to some music.
Just listen to some music. Eat a sandwich.
Yeah.
Number 3 is going to be the last days from the album The Last Days at the Lodge. And this song is called Won't Let Me Go. And you know when you listen to those love songs and then somebody hits the high note. So what I really really enjoy about this song is when he hits the high note and he goes I want to know if you want to be together. It's just like it's sexy music. It's definitely sexy music, but the theme of it is getting out of the friend zone. So this is some chick that he is watching just go through god awful, terrible things, and now he has his shot and he's taking it. And I wanna know. Like I just sing that randomly in my head all day sometimes. You wanna get together, stay for a while. It's a beautiful song. I'm not singing it right, but when you actually hear it, it is a really beautiful song. All right. Number 4 is off of the album Mission Bell, and it's called Flower. And this is more of kind of like a freedom, love, hippie type song where he's saying that his heart is a flower that blooms every hour, and he believes in the power of love. And that really hits me because I believe in the power of love. I've seen love do some incredible and beautiful and amazing things. I really have. And not just romantic love, but love of friends, love of family, love of strangers. Um, Even just some of the people while we were having our torrential flood and folks are stranded out in their cars or whatever, strangers were coming and showing love to get them out,
Yeah.
or helping them pick up their kids. Like I kept seeing all of these different stories of how, you see somebody in need and you go help, and that's love. And so that's what he's talking about is his he believes in the power of love, and that it's one of those songs that just reminds you that there's something greater than all the shit that you're going through that you really just can tap into and utilize for better things.
Yeah.
All right. And then the last song is going to be off of the album Mountain of Sorrow, and it's called Stranger. And essentially, what I get out of that song is it's somebody that has gone off somewhere and came back to where they were supposed to be, but they're just a stranger. Like mom's not there, your dad's not there, nobody knows who you are anymore, and you're just a stranger in the world. And tell everybody where I've been, and then you just go back off to what you were doing. And I've been a stranger so many different times in my life to where it's just I just like I'll walk in somewhere and I won't even know who anybody is, or they forgot me or something like that. Estranged from family, all sorts of different things. But the way that he has his take on it um, is more of an acceptance of being a stranger. Because at some point in your life, you are going to become a stranger to people that you were just really tight with at some point, and then
Kind of
just
free.
huh?
It's kind of freeing.
Yeah, yeah. and it's a good song. It's Mountain of Sorrow is his more dramatic album. Like it's pretty mild up until Mountain of Sorrow, and then it gets more like folky, like bluegrass. It gets more bluegrass. That's the album that you want to dance to. And that's it. That's my 5.